Back at it like a bad habit, baby. That's right, range fans. I'm back on the 50-yard line, rimfire range. You seen this thing, Lithgow LA101 from Australia. It looks a little different this time. Yes, it does. The Lithgow LA101 comes with everything you need to mount the scope and just get going right out of the box. I really admired that. And it proves to be one of the least pickiest 22 rifles that I have to date. But I just was not comfortable with the two-piece mount setup. It had two separate pieces for the scope mount. Not really a big deal, but most of all my 22 rifles have a one piece. Here's the thing. Because it's from Australia, because it's not being imported into the USA anymore without a distributor, long story, you can go over to dayattherange.com and get that story. There's just not many parts for it, or the parts that you find has to come from Australia. Well, I found a part right here in the good old US of A, and shipping and packaging took like 3 days with normal shipping rates. I mean, not outrageous. I forget the total cost of this thing, but I believe it was all under 38, 40 bucks, something like that. Forgive me, please. I've had it for some time, and as soon as I got it, who cared about the price at that point? It is a one-piece scope mount, 0 MOA. Now, this individual, I'll tell you where to get it here in a minute. This individual or this company also makes a 35 MOA and some others. They make some great materials for the CZ455 and CZ457 also. By the way, direct fit triggers for both of those platforms or both of those rifles. But anyways, back to the Lithgow LA101. This one piece is a 0 MOA. The reason it's a 0 MOA is because I've got these Burris rings in here and I have 20 MOA here in the rear. I'm not saying it's going to make me shoot better, but I noticed one thing. I had to use the Burris scope rings or the Burris, what do you call them? I forget, the Z rings. In the scope, I had to adjust them to get the scope and the crosshairs just about centered. They weren't straight up and down. I've got 0 MOA in the front and 20 MOA in the back. I had to adjust them to kind of get it center. Well, I got out here today thinking, yep, I've got everything adjusted, everything centered, and put it on this scope rail. And now everything's mounted as I expect it to be. The negative 20 on top, positive 20 on the bottom, directly centered, and the 0 MOA the same way in the front. I had to make big times adjustment. What I have noticed about the adjustment on this Redfield scope is that it's like back almost dead center. By the way, folks, a little trick. If you hold your scope and look at it through a mirror, you can see a little bit of a ghost ring and you can tell how far you off from the center on most scopes. I know I can do it with this particular scope. And this thing is just about centered and not way catawampus, yeah, that's a word, catawampus, like it was with the two-piece mount. Does that make a difference? I don't know. I got some Cinerex. We're going to put it on target. We're going to let you see. Triggersbyscar.com. Triggersbyscar.com. Go over there for your Lithgow mounts, CZ455 mounts, CZ457 mounts, other materials for CZ455 and 457, ton of accessories. Check them out. By the way, non-paid. I paid for this out of my pocket, but I'm so excited about it so far and the way that it got my scope lined up like it should be, I figured I had to give those folks a good shout out. Let's put it on target. Like I said, will it make a difference? I have no idea, but I've got 15 rounds, 5 in the magazine well, 10 in this 10-round magazine, and we're going to put 3 5-round groups on target. Oh boy, here we go. a bad group for cold bore. And by the way, it is 50 degrees out today. I don't think that's too bad for cold bore. We'll measure the groups and show you the groups over at dayattherange.com, folks. You know the deal. Let's see. Come on, Lithgow. Ah, 2 flyers. Come on now. All right, last 5. Let's adjust. Whoa, what is up with that? No, I can't go out like that. I just cannot go out like that. Folks, last time you seen this rifle, we were doing the Ely challenge. That's right. Look back through the channel. I had, I think, 7 or 8 different brands of Ely out here with this particular rifle. Probably should have cleaned it before I started this journey, but I got so excited by this one-piece rail, I kind of forgot about cleaning it until now, but that's okay. You know what? We're going to put 2 more 5-shot groups on camera, and let's see how it goes. By the way, you guys did ask me for a Lapua test. I have some Lapua Center X, as you can see here. I've got some Midas Plus, 2 boxes of Midas Plus at home. If you know where I can get any more Lapua, or care to even donate to the channel, please do so and we'll complete a Lapua test. So far, this thing really seems to like RWS rifle match. All right. Wind picked up. It's from 4 to 10 miles an hour today. I really need some wind flags. You guys have told me that a million times. See the box moving on the table there? Wind's blowing pretty good. Oh, come on. No, she can shoot better than that. I think she needs cleaning. Let's get one last 5-round group. All right, let's get this last 5-round group. That wind, the colder we get, the windier it gets. I know the Lithgow can shoot better than that, but folks, I was so excited, I forgot to clean this thing after I don't know how many rounds of Ely. Yeah, I'm making some excuses today, but I was so excited by the one-piece rail, very nicely machined. I mean, just very nicely machined. You will have to use your existing screws if you get this one-piece rail and transition your original screws over to this one-piece rail. Fits phenomenally. I'm really excited about the way this thing is all lined up now, and I think the crosshairs, or I pretty much know the crosshairs, are just about centered. I had to make a little windage adjustment, but it's just about centered, more so than what was from the factory, which I found very interesting. Never thought about it, but saw it, wanted to have one, got excited, not the best shooting, wanted to show you all the one-piece rail from triggersbyscars.com. Go over to dayattherange.com just in case I didn't get that link right. I'll also post the link down below. Hey, folks, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the camaraderie. I try to reply to all the comments down below. Tell me what you think. Lithgow, Triggers by Scars, one-piece rail, Redfield. It's a hunting scope, 6 to 18, but it does what I need. Thanks, folks, for joining me. I'm going home. Oh, as I was packing up, I found 10 rounds of CCI standard velocity. Folks, I've never had CCI standard velocity through this rifle before, so why not try it? It needs cleaning anyway, so might turn out to be a disaster, but let's burn up these 10 rounds. Who knows? Oh, wouldn't be me. As it started to warm up, it started to do pretty well. CCI standard velocity, Lithgow LA101. See you guys later.